In the cutthroat world of comedy, one young man is laughing his way to the top. He's the new kid on the block, and he's deadly serious about the business of being funny. Meet Joe Daymond.
Sorry, mate, brother. Kids drive me crazy, man. What can you do? First time you meet them.
How would you describe yourself?
Describe myself in how many words, bro? I could probably do 500 to 600. Absolute legend, real good at singing, good dancer. Is that enough words?
That's enough words.
And skunks.
Social media has completely changed the game for entertainers, becoming big names with just their phones and pure talent.
Gee, that's my favourite player, Shawnee Weinberg.
Shawnee. Yeah.
And Joe's done the same. His videos going viral during lockdown.
Nice, son. Nice. You having fun? You having fun? He actually got signed by Melbourne Storm. Who would have thought, first year out of kindy?
You and Clark still keen to come get on all the boys, pop a few monies, break a few tables?
We're very keen.
Oh, actual man, yo, can we get a yell, sir?
Pretend to FaceTime. Well, I don't pretend. I actually FaceTime my auntie Jacinda. I think she was born in Suva. She played for the Fijian women's sevens team. I pretend to FaceTime Jacinda out and call her my auntie and stuff.
Hey, sup, auntie? Who's that?
Oh, look, it's Leroy.
Leroy?
Let me introduce you to my senior private secretary. This is Leroy.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Roy?
That was the first one that really set it off. It was funny because heaps of people were telling me kind of came out of nowhere, but yeah, it's been one of those things where I've been probably posting for about 3 years now, as long as I've been doing comedy. I think people were finding it hard to figure out, kind of put me in a box really, because I was talking about Māori stuff, but then I look Islander, and then Islanders would see me and they'd be like, but he talks like he sells insurance.
Joe has Māori and Fijian whakapapa. He grew up in the sporting town of Wainuiomata. Footy wasn't his forte, but ironically, it was where he discovered his true passion.
My brothers both got the height, but I mean, you know what I got. Played first 15 at Scots, started on the bench and finished the game on the bench. And my coach, who hated me because I was so useless, he was the first person to ever say to me, I think you should do stand-up comedy. He did say because rugby's not for you, but...
Joe took the advice of his coach. He packed his bags and moved to Auckland, and it was on Ponsonby Road where he gave stand-up comedy a real go.
Bro, how would you describe your comedy?
Definitely a crack up.
What about your parents? They must be super stoked for you?
Yeah, they're pretty happy. Mum's loving the attention, I think.
Yeah.
She's getting the hit-ups left, right and centre. But I have to remind her that I still don't have any money, so... 99% of the nights here, there's 10 people, if that, 10 people there watching, none of them laughing, all of them talking. So, years and years of that.
Yeah.
I think that's where you get the confidence to do something like social media comedy, because you've actually gone up in front of audiences and got absolutely nothing from it. So
give it up for your third act. Joe Daymond, give a big round of applause.
Joe was so confident after his third ever stand-up performance, he decided to contact one of New Zealand's very best to ask if he could go on tour with them.
So when you were 21 years old, you wrote a letter to Restawi to ask if you could open.
Yeah, no, that was after that gig. And yeah,
what gig was that in your career? Gig number?
Yeah, gig number, I thought it was 2, gig number 3.
Ready for Restawi?
Yeah, ready for Restawi. Ready for just one of the biggest comedians to ever come out of New Zealand.
I'm a classic handshaker, but these days you get different things, you get hugs. When I get those, I just sort of receive them.
Hi there, Rosie. I'm a 21-year-old newcomer to comedy. Literally only done a handful of shows, but was really keen on just putting out a feeler as to whether you and Reese would be open to me opening in any of the smaller shows you may be holding on the Mystic Time Bird Tour. Feel free to check out my most recent set. I didn't allude to the fact it was the only set I had on video. But for anybody unsure, that would be a dude trying guitar twice and then messaging 660 and being like, yo, can I join the band?
But as everyone knows, the creative industry is one of the most difficult to crack. Joe made his small office a creative hub. He hopes to write, direct, act, and weave his comedy all together. Joe has his own podcast and created a big following through his social media platforms. It's been a tough grind, but well worth it for the 24-year-old.
Like, I want to be the biggest stand-up comedian to come out of NZ for sure. I think the hardest part it actually comes like with any industry is your passion kind of wavers, you know, at times, just because it's never anything to do with what you're doing and everything outside of it that can kind of affect it. So I think the hardest part was there was definitely points where I felt like I wasn't good enough to like take the next step. And I even had that point like end of last year, but I almost was like, nah, I don't think I have it. I don't think I have it in me to do like what I want to do. And so I would say that's the hardest thing, is getting past yourself, really. Especially with me, I'm my own worst critic.
But Joe never gave up. His unique humour and humble upbringing is the perfect mix, winning him new fans every day.
It has been amazing, man. Like, the reception is crazy. It's, I think the biggest sense of pride that I feel is like, you know, both communities that like I care a lot about, you know, Pacific Island and Māori community are like, you know, really embracing me. It's something I'm real proud of now.